Ani lost her dad February 6th of this year here, and that's how she gained the experience with the Passare platform and worked on it with that. So with that, we're all eager to hear you.
Well, first I wanted to start by saying that my dad was placed in hospice about 10 days, I think, before he actually passed away, and I'm the oldest of 6 siblings. So everybody was around the house a lot for that 10 days before. So I will, to the best of my knowledge, best of my memory, recall, because it was kind of a stressful, difficult time at that time. But this was my first experience with actually having to deal with, the logistics of what do you do when somebody passes away. I got the link. There was a picture of the funeral director in the corner with her name and her phone number and her contact information that just said, feel free to call me at any time if you have any questions. And so I felt like I knew who to call, right? And it was great because we had, I was able to bring up the computer at my mom's house with all my siblings around, and we could start putting in information that made it a whole lot easier, because there were some things we didn't know. It helped a lot having the obituary kind of with some samples of what they look like and what you can include and what people usually put. The other thing that was really helpful was having the veteran benefits information in there, because it was something we had not really discussed as a family. I didn't know that my dad wanted to be buried in Santa Fe. I didn't know how you go about doing any of that. I didn't know what information you needed ahead of time. And so since I could input all of that, we had time to find the documents that we needed and get the numbers, discharge numbers, and all the things that they needed that I would not have known that we would need to do, which would have definitely slowed up the process once we got to the sitting down with the funeral director. Like I said, I think it really helped a whole lot, because we actually ended up being at the funeral home 2 hours instead of 4 hours, which, because a lot of the information was there, which was huge. I think it gave me something to do while we were all just gave us opportunities to look for pictures, to say, oh yeah, that's right, Dad was in Knights of Columbus. I guess we should put that in the obituary. And they had most of the records and stuff were in a safe that was at their house, which I would not have known how to get into. I was like, I assumed my mother knew my father's social security number, and she didn't know it.
Would you have assumed the funeral homes had it? A similar functionality?
I would hope that they did. I don't know that I would assume that they did, because I think that would make it a whole lot. To me, it just seemed like it made it so much easier to be able to think about all these things before I was actually having to sit down.